Okay, let me try that again. Hello, it has been a minute since we last did this. I'm sure I'll put up on screen how long it is. Has it been a year? It feels like it's been a year. It's probably been a year since I did this the first time around. And I don't know why, but I'm deciding to do it again. People have asked me to do it again for some reason. And for those of you in the unaware of what we're doing today, I'm making a sandwich today. That's literally all we're gonna do today. Truth be told, I haven't been very productive on the channel recently. Bit of a content dry spell going all around the channel. And so I decided, just so I am doing something for the time being, make a little sandwich. We're gonna make two sandwiches actually. So the first one we're gonna make is exactly the same one as the one we made in the first video, the garlic cheese, bread sandwich toast. I'll come up with a better name for it. And the second one, we're just gonna make a peanut butter sandwich to fill time. I mean, I feel like that's an appropriate thing to do in this moment, and so that's exactly what we're gonna do. So I guess we just get started. I don't know, I still haven't, I've seen more cooking videos. I've started watching cooking videos. I still have no idea how they make them. I have no idea how people make cooking videos interesting, so I guess we'll find out one more. Alright, so first thing we are gonna do, I have a bunch of garlic pre-minced here, as you can see. You might want to do that yourself at home. Once you get this all minced up, first thing we are gonna do is pretty much cook it, toast it. Yeah, I don't use the word toast. Preheat it. I mean, we are just kind of basically cooking it. It's not preheating or anything. It's just straight up cooking it. We're gonna do that. I don't know if you can see, the stove back there with the good old frying pan. I don't know why I'm describing this to you guys as if you don't know what any of this stuff does. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're like either a child or a really bad adult, which is basically a child. So that's what we're gonna do. I set up this video to start like probably an hour earlier, and so I accidentally left a lot of the butter and stuff just kind of laying about, which is not what you want to do. You want to refrigerate that, obviously. But in my case, because I'm a big dumb stupid baby of a person, it's fine. So butter here. We're just gonna take a good chunk of it. That feels like about the width of a finger, let's say. That sounds right? I'm no expert, but something like this, about the width of your finger, that'll do it. Pop that in the pan, and then head over to your stove. And voila. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take the whole stand here. Oh. All right, once we're over here, which we are, turn that on. Did we turn this off? That's not it. Well, I'll figure this out. Crisis averted. All I had to do was press all the buttons on the stove, and apparently that worked. All right, so now butter's slowly melting. I don't know, do you have a good angle of this from here? I feel like you don't. So we're just gonna move that closer to here. You don't really need to see my face for this part. Yeah, butter's slowly melting in there. Just gonna jostle that around, get that all over. All right, now that butter's starting to melt, starting to see some smoke. I don't know if that's a good thing, we'll find out. Just gonna add the garlic nice and slowly in there. I say that and I kind of just did all of it at once. You probably don't want to do that. Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. All right, once that's all in there, going up nicely. I have a spoon here, so we're just gonna use a spoon. I don't know if this is the right thing to do with it, but you might be able to hear it start sizzling a tiny bit. And what you're gonna want to do is just kind of get that all around, get that everywhere, get the butter everywhere. Yeah, this process is gonna take a while, so I might just I might either fast forward or hard cut. We'll see what I decide to do. You guys ever play Deltarune? It's a really good game. I just finished chapter 1. It's pretty good. Jebel took me so long. Oh my god. You have no idea. Here's where I might say you could add some extra butter if you feel like you need it, which I think I did. And I think I made that mistake by adding all of the butter at once. Or no, all of the garlic at once. So we're gonna get more butter. And hopefully that's a good idea. You don't want too much. You're just gonna want a tiny slice. I say that and I just kind of grabbed the same amount that I, a good half of the same amount I added earlier. Don't burn yourself. That's a very important step in all this. You do not want to burn yourself in any of this. At no point during this process do I recommend burning yourself, because that can happen. And we around here advocate for safety. I say that, and I just realized I've left the fridge open. It's okay, we're all professionals here. This is a professional cooking show, you know? Because we have a second episode. That was the pilot. I could do more of these, but I mean, what else do I make? Do you guys want to see me cook other things? I can. I wouldn't say I don't cook very often, but I can cook things. All right, that's reaching a nice smell. There's a nice sort of almost golden brown color throughout all of it. So you're gonna want to turn the stove off after that. Let that all cool for a sec. And then we can move on to the next step. Next up, cheese. We have cheese here. And we are just gonna cut that open and up. Don't try this at home. Don't try that specifically at home. You can try everything else at home. This is a cooking show, of course you're gonna try that at home. So, we have cheese. We are gonna slice it up into really thin, not really thin, I don't know what you describe as thin, this kind of rectangular slices. We're gonna want some of those. I forget how many you need. I'm just gonna do 6 and then crisscross them on top, like a little XO board. What did they call them? Well, that was a bad slice, but you know what? Sometimes in life you have bad slices. For everything back, it's very important to refrigerate. I'm a big advocate for refrigeration. Well done refrigeration. It's incredibly important that you refrigerate your food, in a good way. You can't just throw things into the fridge. There's specific compartments and, things that you want to do. And that's a sentence. All right, now we're gonna take our garlic from earlier, scrape that out of the pan. This is all going into one sandwich, so it's a bit excessive, but you know how we do around here. Excessive is part of the quota. But you know what? It's okay. Because what we are gonna do is, well, first off, you can take some of the butter from the pan and kind of just put that all over here. That's gonna help toast the bread. Because I'm a genius. No, that's probably the most obvious part of all this. Now, if you have some excess garlic and you're feeling a little hungry, here's what you do. First off, you finish the first sandwich. I don't know why we're already moving on to the second one. Yeah, lay the cheese on top in a little crisscross pattern. I don't know if you can see that from there, but that's what we've decided to do. I have a feeling that it's gonna turn out pretty well. And that's one sandwich waiting to be. Oh, please cut to the clip where I try to figure out what the name of the device, a bread press, a sandwich press. Is that what the term is? It's a sandwich press. That's what it is. It's a sandwich press. Wow, that took me way too long to figure out. All right, take any extra garlic. You can do it on one. You can realistically just kind of put it all on one side. The butter too. Just kind of pour all that out, actually. Take any remaining cheese you have. This is a very thin slice. Makes me think that I might need some extra extra cheese. This whole process has been me returning to the fridge for more ingredients a lot, which just goes to show my amazing planning. Like, I'm just so good at planning, guys. Like how I planned this video. This was definitely not meant to come out like a very long time ago, and I just am getting to it now. Well, the bread just kind of broke, but I think that's good. So we have a mini sandwich and we have a big sandwich here. Now both of those are gonna go into our patent pending sandwich press. If you don't have a sandwich press, that's unfortunate. But you can also just kind of put those back into the pan and do the method that I see people do, where they just flip it once it becomes, you know, cooked enough, toasted enough. And then it'll do the same thing. I just use a sandwich press because I'm a lazy son of a bitch. And I don't trust in myself to be proficient enough to flip it here. So we're gonna take these two, we're gonna put them in a sandwich press right over here. One there, and then our mini sandwich right here. And then try to close the sandwich press because you're just so strong, you know, stronger than side tooth. Even though he posts his arm and he acts like he's the biggest guy because of it. Plug the sandwich press in, and that's just gonna kind of run for a couple minutes. And so, I'm gonna be asking, what do we do in that downtime? Great question, viewer at home. That's why I bought peanut butter, store brand, baby. Cause I just like went to get this morning. When I was gathering ingredients for the video. It's like 1 in the afternoon right now, like 1:30 in the afternoon. This is not and I still haven't eaten anything, so this will be my breakfast. All right, so this is the creamy peanut butter, and then this should be the chunky one. Bread's cooking great back there. I mean, there's no tips for a peanut butter sandwich. It's a peanut butter sandwich. I could advise you to add something to it, like, I don't know, if you want to add candy to it, I guess. Do we have candy? We don't have candy around the house, I don't think. But you could, I guess, in theory, add candy to it if you want a more sweet taste, because peanut butter can get, you know, a little too salty for your taste personally. And so, just take a chunk of the cream, look at that. Break the seal on peanut butter. Just one of the most fun things to do, honestly. We're gonna go half and half here. I'm gonna put half of the creamy on the creamy side on this side, and that's gonna be a lot of peanut butter overall, which is really gonna be fun for my arteries. I'm gonna die soon. You guys know that? Like, you think 80 years is a long time, and I'm definitely gonna die before 80, like before 80 years from now. But you know, it's I don't have that much life ahead of me left if you really think about it. And then chunky. Spread that nicely. Oh, I can see the peanuts in here. If you have a peanut allergy, I'm sorry. This part of the video is probably not very fun for you then. But yeah, there you have it. Just a good old slice of peanut butter bread. And then you can do another one, but I just kind of like to do it with one, just because, I don't know, I find that double bread takes away from it. Is this the green one? No, this is the green one. Labeling is important, kids. I advocate for labeling. I advocate for a lot of things, you know? Like equal rights and no racism. That's the big one. That's a pretty big one, guys. I don't know if you knew this, but racism is pretty bad. All right, so we have our piece of peanut butter bread now, nicely evened out. Look at that. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I'm just gonna place it over here for serving. Bread's still toasting back here. So we're gonna get everything, A, cleaned up, and B, ready for display. Because that's the true mark of a good cooking show, is if everything is ready for display. Now, the classic display item, another store brand item, bag of chips that I picked up on the way. This is a great display item. You know, chips they're so versatile. They're so easy to munch on. They just make for a good decorative item. And then my personal favorite, and the reason that I am as out of shape as I am, soda! I don't think I can show the brand. I'm not gonna show the brand. Oh, bread toast just set. We're gonna leave that for about a bit so that can all sizzle out and, you know, not burn me when I open it. I'm gonna grab a cup. We're gonna pour this mysterious brand of soda into our cup. That's wonderful. There we go. All right, let's check out the bread presser it brought for us. I don't know if you can hear that sizzle, but that was a pretty damn good sizzle. I'm excited. You know? I think this went really well. Better than last time, maybe. Maybe. You don't know. Wonderful. Here's a good look at them. This is like a very cross-section piece. You can see it's so hot. The cheese kind of melted all over the place. I'm a little child, so I'll cut off these like kind of burnt crust. Because honestly, a bite full of crust is no fun. I do not advocate for crust. I advocate against crust. That's the first thing we're gonna advocate against today. That's not true. I just made a whole thing about it earlier. So that's also something I advocate against. But there you go. And then add this to your little peanut butter bread display with the drink. Clean all that up because you're gonna have to clean this up later once the video is done. And isn't that just so cool? Look at that. Grab a handful of chips. Just kind of sprinkle them above. You don't want them on the peanut butter side. Chips and peanut butter, probably not the best combination in the world, as discovered. Then let me grab a quick video of this so I can do like VO over it instead. I'm gonna do like a J cut. Is that what people call it? A J? I don't remember. But look at that, that's our completed sandwich. We got the peanut butter one, we got the small one, we got the big one, we got chips, and we got androgynous drink. Look at that, that's amazing. I'm pretty proud of myself. I don't know about you. And that's it, really. So, you know, just enjoy what you've done, because you did good work today. It's not as good as I remember it being. All right, you know what? Just to finish off, I'll take one bite of the sandwich. I'm gonna keep the small one around. Yeah, let's do a taste test overall. Start with the peanut butter one. That's a lot of peanut butter. It's the weird store brand kind. Well, I know it tastes like peanut butter, but at the same time, it just kind of also tastes like peanuts. Like, it's not the flavor of peanut butter, it's literally just the flavor of peanuts. But it's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then, bite of the big sandwich. Big boy here. Alright, let's take a bite out of this.
Are you filming?
Yeah. No, tell me what you think. Eat it and then tell me what you think.
This is a lot of garlic.
It is, I did add too much on that one.
Okay, I'll bite this side.
How was it?
Yeah.
That's proof right there, folks. It's very hot still, so I can't taste any of it. I took a little while, but it's all there. Flavors are all there, and I'm happy with what we did today. So yeah, I guess that's it for the video. You know, tell me if you guys enjoyed it. Tell me if you want me to cook more things. I'll see what I can do. I'm not great with cooking still, as you can tell. Probably made a lot of mistakes throughout this, but it is what it is. And subscribe.